Hello,
Hello, Ranjan. Good
good morning.
morning. Good morning, Raj.
How are you?
I'm good, Raj. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you.
All good, all good. So, how was yesterday your Independence Day celebration?
It was lovely.
You
So,
did something special? You attended the flag hoisting or the parade? You had uh, any kind of function?
not exactly.
Mhm.
I did not do any of that sort because I am not connected with any institution like that
Okay,
right
okay.
now.
I got
So,
you. Mhm.
I just early morning since uh, we celebrate in such a way that in our locality a loudspeaker is played throughout the day. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the one reason
National
that we,
songs.
yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I started my day with that, and after that I watched a movie, and then in the evening I had a get together with my friends.
Wow. Normally, in your school days, how do you celebrate Independence Day? You must
Yeah,
be going to school. Your headmaster or your principal will hoist the flag, and there will be speeches, sweets distribution, and parade, march past.
right. And
So
how was yours?
yeah, I was here in my apartment. They hosted the flag, so I attended that, and there was some sweets distribution. They
Yeah,
distributed some packets with some laddus, jalebis, and something,
right,
some packs, some mixture. So there's a custom that we cannot give only sweets. You have to give something sour along with that because that
okay,
depicts it portrays life. Life is always like something sweet
right,
and sour.
right.
So always is
I
that custom at your place?
Yeah, I recalled that as a kid we used to question that why do they give
Sweets.
laddus only?
Uh-huh.
They they should give only a jalebi because that
Ah,
is our national
yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
So a few of us, like I and a few of my friends, used to think about this, especially to a few schools. Like
Yeah.
we were in different schools, so we used to attend all the schools, and we would hardly find the jalebi. Though
Oh,
it were found at some places, but wherever we did not find, we would ask that they should have included that as well. So that
uh-huh.
was the custom, or even today that is. But people distribute different sweets and snacks as well.
So there is jalebi and jaggery. Jangri. What do you call? Two types:
Jang-
jalebis and jangries.
Jangles is the word I'm listening for the first time.
Oh, you
I
see,
can't.
there are two types. Two types. The jalebis will be
Okay,
mostly yellow in color with a flowered shape, and it's very difficult to make in that way. Jaggery is something different. The shape will be uneven. It will be put in sweet syrup, everything. So both are
okay,
taste-wise, both are same. But jaggery, I think, is maida, and jalebi is dal, urad dal.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there are
there
different
are
places.
different
Yeah,
varieties
different
for sure.
places. They have
And
different customs.
even if you talk about jalebis, they cook it in two different ways. One time they use sugar, and
Okay,
sometimes they use jaggery as well.
jaggery.
So the jaggery one, yeah, jaggery one is also nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Some places. So in Tamil Nadu, if you are going to some places or if you're offering some gift, so we will buy two gift boxes. One will be sweet, and the other one will be spicy or sour. So
Right.
we have to give both together. That portrays life. Okay, so
Right.
same thing in Bihar.
Yeah, almost.
Another custom I notice here in Tamil Nadu and parts of Kerala, sometimes you offer some cash. Suppose you have your birthday, you have your wedding anniversary, or your wedding ceremony. They, instead of giving some gifts, they pay cash.
Yeah.
But you might have noticed they don't pay simply 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. They pay 501,
Right.
1001, 101. Why this 1 rupee?
That is in Hindi. That is called shagun. And
Huh?
what can we call that in English? I can't recall.
Omen, omen,
Okay,
auspicious,
omen.
auspicious.
Yeah, auspicious, for sure. So they treat it because it's been a tradition that people have been paying the same way. So we have not changed that. And even in Bihar or other parts of the country, I think that is a normal culture
Okay.
to give cash instead of gifts.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and generally, uh, here what I have observed, that if it is a birthday of uh, some small kids, then they will, we give that to gifts. Otherwise, if it is of a grown up child, like teenager or the older one, we generally give that money.
Cash.
Yeah, cash.
So once I told one wise man, one veteran, old man, why we give this 101, 1001? Why this 1 rupee? You can give 1000 rupee, you can give 500 rupees. So he told me, if you give 501, you can spend 500. Up to you. You can buy whatever you want. That 1 rupee, that is the shagun, that is the omen, that is so auspicious. All the blessings and prayers with that 1 rupee, keep it in your purse, keep it in your pocket. Don't spend that.
Right.
That is your money, a bill with lot of prayers from the donator, from the giver. The 500 or 1000, you can buy. You can buy a T-shirt, you can buy a mobile phone, you can buy whatever you feel like. 1 rupee, keep it in your pocket.
Right.
Similarly, I recently, when I came from US, I bought a small purse, a small wallet, and I gifted it to my neighbor. So immediately he opened it and he said, nothing in this. You should, when you are gifting a wallet, you should keep some money in that. Do you know that?
Yeah, exactly that. Of course.
See, different places, different customs, different tradition. Then immediately I took 100 rupee note and put it in that, closed it, and I gifted to him. He said, now this is a real gift. I will preserve this 100 rupees always in my purse, and my purse will be always full of currencies and bills.
Right.
because the way you have brought it all the way from the US, thinking of me with your blessings, I would be there will be prosperity in my life,
Right.
right? So when we come back to the yesterday's function, did you watch Modi's speech on TV?
No, I couldn't
Yeah, you
watch that.
didn't. You didn't
Yeah.
watch it. Have you noticed there are some differences in the function, the ceremony of Independence Day and Republic Day?
Uh, Definitely. I think the, what do we call the exhibition? The exhibition part is shown. Uh, the main difference is that these two functions are done at two different places. The
Wow.
first,
So Independence Day,
Independence Day is
Republic Day,
celebrated
both
at
are
Red
done
Fort,
at different
and
places, not at the same place.
Republic Day is
Where is
celebrated
Independence Day celebrated?
at Red
Ceremony takes
Fort,
place at Red Fort, and this one,
and another one, Republic Day, is celebrated at uh, India India Gate.
India
Yeah.
Gate. India Gate. Now India
Yes.
Gate has been renamed.
And the another
It has been renamed.
India Gate be renamed.
Yeah, it was
I,
earlier it was called Kingsway. The Britishers named that road Kingsway.
okay.
In Hindi, we used to say Rajpath.
right,
King, Raja ka pad ko Rajpath, and in English, the Britisher used to call Rajpath. Oh, sorry, yeah,
mm,
Kingsway.
mm,
So there are other roads called Queensway, Kingsway and Queensway, Rajpath and Ranipath, Rajpath and Ranipath. रानीपत को बाद में नाम रीनेम किया गया जनपथ. ये क्या
right,
रानी राजा ये सब ब्रिटिशर्स नेम्स है. सो
right,
लेट्स चेंज इट टू जनपथ, द रोड ऑफ कॉमन मैन.
right,
And Rajpath was renamed to Kartavya Path.
right, right.
Now it is called
Kartavya
Kartavya
Path.
Path.
Yeah,
So Republic Day parade and the ceremony is happening in Kartavya Path, and the Independence Day is happening in Red Fort, Lal
Red
Killa.
Fort.
Okay, so that's the
And
difference. Number one. Number two,
this number two is on uh, on Independence Day, the flag is hoisted by Prime
flag
Minister,
is hoisted. Okay, very good.
and on Republic Day, the flag is unfurled
Unfurled,
by
unfurled
President.
by President, here hoisted by Prime Minister. So
Right.
Independence Day, the chief guest is the Prime Minister of India, and Republic Day, it is the President of India. Why that difference? Why here it is hoisted and here it is unfurled? Why?
So when it is hoisted, it is the symbol of freedom
Mhm.
that we are hoisting our flag because it has been hoisted for at the same day in 1947 for the first time when we got free
Freedom. Mhm.
or when we got freedom from yeah
Britishers.
British. So in that the flag is at the bottom of the pole, and we spread the thread, and then the flag is hoisted and goes up to high and
You tie it with flowers at the bottom of the
yeah,
flag post, and our prime minister will come. He will come
yeah,
and he will hoist it. He will raise it to the top of the flagpole, and he will just give the pull the string, and it will be unfurled.
and it will be yeah unfurled later after reaching the top. Though on Republic Day it is tied at the top itself with flowers, and we just unfurl it to show that yes, we have become republic. We are not only independent, but we have our own constitution as well.
So on August 15, 1947, it was on the flag post. It was the British flag. So
Right.
our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, brought it down, and for the first time we had our Triranga, our tricolor flag, national flag, was hoisted up and up and up to the top of the flag post. That was the first
Yeah.
thing. So we are remembering that day,
That
the very first day we hoisted our flag to the sky. Okay, so this Independence Day is in memory of that day. When it
right.
comes to Republic, after 4 years, after 1947, it took 4 years to adopt our own constitution. And that day, in this already Republic, our flag cannot come down. It has to be on top of the
Yeah.
flagpole. So
That was on the top.
it will be tied at the top, and the president's role is just to pull the string and unfurl it. So on
Unfurled.
Republic Day, we never hoist the flag, we unfurl it, and here we hoist the flag. Wonderful.
Right.
Very nice. Very nice. So now, so you must be aware of all the parts of speech. Okay? Like how many parts of speech? We have eight, some say eight, we have some say nine, sometimes people say 12. So what do you say? What do you think? How many parts of
Parts of
speech,
speech.
parts of
Yeah.
speech you teach?
Right. Right. I I believe it
Eight.
because that is what I
Eight.
have been
Yeah.
learning since
Okay.
childhood.
Okay.
And sometimes we some people add
Because
that
in this
simply
articles are not there, they add
yeah.
articles. Articles, so it becomes nine. So one after other they use.
And some
So
people add even a subject verb agreement, because
Yeah,
that is also part of a sentence
correct.
where we have to use it correctly. So,
Most of the
but
books
that
they
makes sense
mention
sometimes,
eight.
but
Eight.
8 is the ideal one.
Okay. So when we talk, when you are engaged in a conversation, we need to use a lot of conjunctions
Right,
because we don't say, "Oh, today I got up at 6 o'clock. I went to the market. I bought some vegetables. I bought some fruits. I came back. I took my shower." No, we don't say like this. We have
right,
to add up sentences. You have to use conjunctions. You have to make some complex sentences or compound sentences. Even in some simple sentences, we use conjunctions. So one of the few conjunctions, sometimes we have fanboys, we have subordinate conjunctions. So sometimes it's confusing. So today I want you to talk about or discuss three conjunctions: though, although, even though.
though,
Though, although, even though. What's the difference? Is there any difference at all? Can we use all of them interchangeably?
mm,
You never thought about that.
yeah, I mean, I can't recollect all three of them with different uh, structures so that I could explain it well.
Why you can't recollect? Because all the three are same. We can use it
Yeah,
anytime interchangeably.
right.
Little subtle nuances,
Subtle difference.
subtle differences. So though, thoughs, though is very informal and used 99% in conversation, spoken English. Nobody will arrest you, put a fine on you if you use it in written English. But generally, we use, though it was raining, I decided to continue the game.
Right.
Though it was raining, I decided to go to office. So we use that when we speak or converse with someone. That although. Although we can use it in the conversations and in written English.
Yeah. Or
Formal.
even though is
Yeah.
almost same. Like even though I was not ready to go, but at the end I gave in to my
Yeah,
plan.
even though I was sick, I attended the meeting.
Yeah.
Even though it was so, even though we were talking, even though, although it was raining, they decided to continue the game. So, although and even though are same. Though is informal, mainly in conversation. Although can be used in both places, but it's considered as formal. Even though is to give little bit emphasis on
Emphasis.
the although. Although it was raining, even though it was raining, अगर बारिश हो रहा था एकदम बढ़िया से बारिश हो रहा था, फिर भी हम लोगों ने मैच कंटिन्यू किया, थोड़ा सा एम्फोसिस देने के लिए ये we
Right.
use even. Anything else about the usage of even though, although,
Mm,
any other? So we all even though the beach was crowded, we enjoyed our time in the beach. We enjoy. So there should be a contrast.
yeah.
Even though it was raining, there will be a deviation from the normal behavior. Then only we can use this. Even though it was raining, I stayed at home.
Right.
That's wrong. No? Even though it was raining, I stayed
Yeah.
at home. So there should be a
Now, I even though
contrast.
it was raining, I went outside. Yeah, that
Yeah.
the
So
contrast should be there.
exactly, there should be a from the there will be a deviation from the generally expected behavior. When it rains, we people sit at home. So even though it was
In terms of
raining,
contrast, it is similar to but. For example, whenever we use but, there should always be a contrast. We
sure,
can't say that I love it, but I don't enjoy it.
but I don't. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it was raining, but I attended the office. But you can use but. But is a generally is considered as a what do you call, what conjunction it is, like the fanboys, the coordinate conjunction. It is a
Yeah,
coordinate conjunction, whereas although it is called as subordinate conjunction, we use
subordinate.
it for our complex sentences. And if you use but, it is a coordinate conjunction used in compound sentences. Simple, compound, complex. That come
Right.
where come fanboys, for, and, but, or, yet, so. These are coordinate conjunction. You can remember it has a fanboys. Have you heard that?
Right. Right.
Fanboys.
Right.
And these,
And boy.
although, even though, even if, not only, but also, everything comes under the category
Subordinate.
subordinate conjunction. Nice. So there should be a contrast. Also, you can use however. That's a subordinate conjunction. However,
Right.
it was raining heavily. However, we decided. However is very formal. If you can use however in your conversation, that will level up your English.
Or having said that,
Having said that,
instead of however, we can use that
so
as
all these requires a contrasting sentence after that.
right.
Also, these three terms can be used in the middle of the sentence as well.
Yes.
We continued to play cricket even though it was raining heavily.
Right.
You can use it in the middle, you can use it at the beginning, but never use it at the end of the sentence. We can't use it at the end,
Right.
but though can be used at the end. I bought the mobile phone, expensive though. Though it was expensive, we can use that. I bought the mobile phone. It was expensive though. Though means it's like giving an emphasis, even though it was, but others we cannot use. Can you give me some sentences with all these three? Two or three sentences with these three. Even though, even though,
Even though I was warned that I should not go for such things, but I decided that I will do it.
even though there was a red alert,
Yeah.
we decided to go out. Yesterday, the Independence Day, even though it was raining, our Prime Minister continued his speech. He continued with his speech.
Right.
Although, same, you can use,
Same.
although it was raining, although it was raining. So it's a question of formality. So even though it is highly formal, and although it is little less formal, but it's formal, though is informal. Though is always used in an informal context.
Although I was sick, I attended my session.
Ah,
Though
even
I
though,
was not well,
mm, mm,
but I decided to continue reading so that I could feel a little more energetic.
even though I didn't have money, I offered him some monetary help. मेरे पास पैसा नहीं था, फिर भी मैंने उसको some monetary help offer किया.
Right.
Right, Ranjan? So what's the plan for today?
Oh, not yet decided.
Not yet decided. The day is still young. The day
Right.
is still young, so not yet decided. So normally, how do you spend your time?
Normally, I practice my
Practicing.
skills first, and then I read at least try to read a book for few pages, and then after having a rest, I go to take classes. So like 5 hours to take classes, and then 3 or 4 hours for my self practice,
Okay.
and then 1 or 2 hours of screen time watching YouTube or different contents, and then
Yesterday I had a
I call
student.
it a day.
Yesterday I had a student from Jharkhand. He was in Dubai. He had an accident or something, and he had to resign his job. Came back to India. He tried several other jobs, and he could not. And the reason was his poor communication skills. Then he decided, okay, I should attend some classes, and he attended some offline coaching center, 3 months English. And after 3 months, he was very fluent. Okay. Then he went to Bangalore to attend an interview. He was telling he couldn't even answer a single question. Hey, what's your name? My name is Kaisar or Firoz or something. Only that he could answer. I asked him, what happened? You attended 3 months English course and then how did you go black out? He was telling it was completely blank. Then he says he realized 3 months in Jharkhand English school coaching center, what was taught is come, sit, eat, drink water, sleep. Only some words and bit of sentences were taught, nothing else. And they took the money. Then he realized this is not the way to learn English. Then he decided he will do self study. And he was working for 16 hours a day. He was speaking so fluently. 16 hours a day. I asked, what do you do for 16 hours? So every day I would watch one English movie. Invariably, where rain or shine, I must or I will watch one movie. Then, when he watches the movie, he makes notes, some difficult words, phrases, and after the movie, he used to go through the meaning of those words and he makes his own sentences. Sometime, if he is interested, he will go back to that particular spots and see the movie or watch the movie once again. Then he reads every day. He will read like 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Some English book he reads. He listens to a lot of podcasts. Then he joined some apps like what you call Josh Talks. Other free apps are there. Even he can talk to foreigners free, like 20 minutes free talk time. So every day he used to talk like 1 hour. So 16, 15, 16 hours he was working. And now he's good. Of course, he has some issues with pronunciation and mother tongue, but he can flawlessly speak.
Right.